is never for me. Do 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 do.
Good? You good?
Do 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 do.
Why do you hate me?
Why do you hate me? That's why I'm sad.
I don't hate you.
I'll come back for you, bitches.
Oh, you're coming back for us, bitches.
Yeah.
No, you don't. You just broke my heart.
What did I say?
Oh, the air horn.
Got the horn.
Shut up.
I love the horn.
I think because they know we don't like the voice. I honestly think that's why.
You don't like the what? The noise?
We've been complaining about how it's like, please wake up. Nap time is over. So how are they doing the horn?
They switched it.
Who got the air horn?
Nighttime batteries.
Not time. It's good night, house
You know
guys.
you get split up. You know you get split up with Tara and Keith, babe.
What do you mean?
You and Brayden.
Assuming we lose.
That's what I mean. Where I like don't even win things, and the chance that I actually do, I take you to. Every time. I even told Kiefer that straight to his face. I cut him. I don't need his vote. You know that there's chances you lose. It's happened all season, but I think you'll win, but still. Even if you win the HOH and I win the veto, I'd keep Brayden with us. And I'm the only one who does that. Full.
Love to see it.
Beth, please fix your microphone.
Sorry, bro. I just want to make sure you're not making a vote based off of our fight. I know I said some really bad things. I just want to make sure that we can look past that shit.
Of course I can look past it. I think you split us up, to be honest.
From the Kiefer thing.
You told everybody that.
Told him what? Told him what?
I feel like that's something you've said. I just feel like that's something you've been saying. Is it not?
About what?
You're like, oh, they're really close.
You two?
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing anything to save me, but you do guys both know that at the end of this, I'm the only one who takes you two. Truly. Of course I'm going to say that to Kiefer, but I don't have Kiefer's vote. He thinks Tara takes him every time, which he does. He even just said to me, we've been working together this whole game, Beth. I'm sorry.
Him and Tara.
Which he doesn't need to say. We've all seen it. It's just like, I think I'm just like so confused because when it comes down to it, of course you guys should bet on yourselves for winning, but on the chance you don't, which has happened throughout this game,
Of course.
I do take you two. And that you don't need a word for that. It's just like, look at everything.
Mm-hmm. Why would you take us and not Tara?
Why would I take Tara?
Why not?
I don't win against Tara.
Why not?
Even in looking at a jury.
Why not?
Because of everything she's done. I've won one comp in this whole fucking game.
Yeah, but you've been.
And I did a big move. I did one big move.
Personally, but there was a lot you could say, more so than her.
We all can have a lot we could say.
She just got
She
up.
can also say things about like I worked alone this entire game, which is way more better to say than, yeah, I had a fucking trio protecting me the whole time. It's way better.
I mean, I don't see why she would take Kiefer. Doesn't really make sense.
I know, it's just like when I talk to Keith and I'm like asking him, like I was like, dude, you know I'm not taking you. I get it. It's fine. Like I don't need your vote. You know I'm not taking you. And he's like, I know. It's like, he's like, but my only chance here is that Tara takes me. He's like, I know the guys aren't.
I don't know. I don't know that Tara does.
He doesn't think anyone does. He just says his best chance is that she does. And obviously he knows that she would take him before I would.
Fair.
To be honest, Beth, I'm not certain what anybody does.
I know. But again, you can't just say, I will win. Because there's still a 50% chance you don't. There's a 25% chance. Like, you know what I mean? Like, all of us, of course we all want to win that, but someone can't. And for that person, they still need people to take them.
Man, my
I have a fucking conversation here.
every time, I'm like, can you cut it down? Get off my property.
You guys playing?
Get out my backyard. Bobby, I'm calling your mom.
And no one takes a pair. No one takes a duo with them. That's why I think Tara takes him.
Who's a duo?
You two.
It's a narrative.
Us three all know it.
I think
So
that's
no one takes you two because you only take each other to final two.
I don't know if we're seen as a duo. I feel like that's a narrative you've been pushing, to be honest.
No, Kiefer and Tara, no. They say all the time. Kiefer's like they've been together since like day 25. It was before I was HOH.
Me and him? Say 25?
And before I was HOH.
Maybe like 2 days. Maybe a day.
It's still a long time.
But then they're also a duo.
100%. That's what I'm saying. For you two, I'm like the only one who takes you two with me in the chance that I win. But you could also beat me because I have won one fucking thing in this whole game.
I mean, you know your days in and out. You know
Exactly. So if I do end up winning, I'm the only one who takes you two.
Potentially.
Kiefer takes Tara and one of you. Tara takes Kiefer and one of you.
The problem is you told us all different things. So how can I believe you?
Or why would I tell them the same thing that I'm telling you two? Why in the world would I do that?
How can I believe
Why
you?
would I tell everybody the same thing? Because we've been together the whole game. That's why.
What is that? What is
When
that?
Tara the whole game, I've been against her.
What does this whole game have to do with anything?
Or why would I tell them the same thing that I'm telling you two? Why in the world would I do that?
How can I believe
Why
you?
would I tell everybody the same thing? Because we've been together the whole game. That's why.
What is that? What is
When
that?
Tara the whole game, I've been against her.
What does this whole game have to do with anything?
What? So we're just going off of, what are we going off of? Why would my stories match? What I'm telling them versus what I'm telling you. Why would they match?
Because when they don't match, you don't know what to believe.
I'm literally telling Kiefer right now, you don't go anywhere with me.
Okay.
And I'm telling you two, you do. How does that not match?
So that matches.
That's all that matters right now, isn't it?
No, because you talked about splitting us up in the narrative of that we're a duo and you can't let them be together.
I can only beat you two. I can't beat him. Why would I take him?
I'm not saying you would take him.
And I still don't know if I beat you two. I'm just saying you're my best chance. I don't beat Kiefer at all.
But if you lose, everybody takes you.
That's not true.
How is it not?
Because I could have a lot to say. And I have a jet in there who could sway a jury. Yeah, I know the jury. But it's not like they hate me.
I don't think
Tina would like me to win. Spicy V respects it. Roe is a fucking wild card. He's just going to play for the best player. It's not like I am sitting there and everyone fucking hates me.
I'm not saying they hate you, but I'm saying you'd be a favorite to be taken. In my
We could
opinion.
all be favored. We could all say that about ourselves. Everyone could say that about you. Everyone could say that about Brayden.
Kiefer, Tara.
I don't think anybody takes Kiefer, to be real. They wanted to win the game. I don't see it, but hey.
It's just something to think about. I know, like, it's not happening, but like, I can't just roll over and die. And it's just what makes sense in my head. I'm just like a little confused.
About what?
Just how come Tara's getting taken to Final Four. Especially since, like, we've cleared everything up. Like, you were concerned that I said your name the week of the V, but it wasn't.
Those weren't my concerns, Beth.
You were mad that something happened with Kiefer that's literally not even real when Jed put him up. Like, that's weeks ago stuff.
I'm not mad, Beth. I just don't trust you. It has nothing to do with me being mad. I just can't believe a word you say.
It's just so crazy.
How can
Because, like,
How
when
can I?
Brayden
You've
won,
done-
I was like, fuck yes. Like,
How
this is
can I?
unreal. And if I won, it was so clear what I was doing.
Beth, you've
It was
done
never you two.
Beth, you've done me dirty.
When?
So you can't even acknowledge that you've done me
Just
dirty.
know, just say it and I will acknowledge it.
When do you think you've done me dirty, Beth?
The week of Kiefer?
When else?
We're not playing mind games. Can we have that an adult conversation, please?
Okay, so
Just tell me.
So the week with Kiefer, you made a final three with Kiefer.
That wasn't real.
Did
And I
not.
already explained that. I wish I would have
And
told
then
you.
never told me about
I
it.
wish I would have told you, but it was just like, I'm already in my head. I'm taking Brayden and Ty.
So trust issue in your head. So trust issues there. I can't trust you if you're not telling me those kind of things. Next up, the following week, you tell Brayden that you're gonna backdoor me. You want to put up me and Brayden. You tell Brayden that you're gonna vote me out. You tell me that we're gonna vote Brayden out. And
When?
then last week. when
Jed's
Tara-
HOH?
Oh, when Tara was HOH.
Or, sorry, Tara's HOH? Yeah, I already told Brayden. The plan was to backdoor him, and you were part of that, love.
No. You told me we're gonna backdoor Brayden. You told Brayden to backdoor me. And then you said,
Bray, did I say that? I always said to you I wanted to backdoor Jed.
It was both.
Always
either
wanted to
or.
backdoor Jed.
did she not say to you that she wants to get rid of me?
Both.
It was always Jed. Even Tara.
So why would you tell him that?
What? If Jed pulled himself off?
And then you're in there pitching my name to Tara.
During her
Tara's
HOH?
week, yeah.
Tara's HOH.
But that was straight to you. I went to you first about that. And I was so upset that you went in that room and didn't. Kiefer, can I talk to them right now? Thank you. And I was so upset that you went in there and weren't about the plan. Can we just brush all that aside though and like literally look at the logistics moving forward?
I am, but I'm telling you why I can't trust you. That was the question, and I gave you my answer. to
And
that.
it's just like, why are you always pushing that you can't trust me? Like, I've never sat here and been like, I can't trust you. I can't trust you. I didn't go to Brayden on his HOH and tell you everything you've done dirty to him. I didn't do that. I literally let Brayden do his
What have I
thing.
done dirty
And now
to
he's made
Brayden?
a decision where it's like, fuck, I actually should have went in there and told him everything that you've been doing to him this whole game.
What have I been doing?
Are you literally kidding me right
Are you
now?
being serious?
And then you tell me in the kitchen, I have never said Brayden's name. I have never said
Have
Brayden's
I?
name.
Have I
He's
said-
been expendable to you this entire game.
Have I put
Oddball
Bra-
is this. Brayden's a floater that. Working with Austin this.
I have been the one saying that?
I've said it too.
I have been the one saying
Own
that?
it. Yes.
I have been the one
Using
saying that?
Brayden, I'm doing things that are so beyond me that I've never thought I would do before. I'm going doing my work. You're still doing your work.
Beth.
You said it in Defender. Me and Jed were on the bed. You were in the middle bed.
Beth,
And you said that for weeks.
is that what we're doing? Are
You
being
did it to
serious?
me. I didn't do that to you.
I did what?
Went to Brayden this
did
week and
what?
got him to put me on the block.
Brayden, did I do that?
He knows stuff.
I didn't do that.
Then who is going to Brayden right then and telling him
You just throw everybody under the bus
Then
all
why-
game,
how
Beth.
does Brayden-
And I don't do that to you.
How does Brayden
never-
think that I'm telling him, or where is he getting that information from?
Getting what information?
He comes to me in Expedia and is like,
The problem with you, Beth, is you say different things
Can
to
you let me
different
speak?
people. Go ahead.
Why is Brayden coming to me in Expedia and saying that I said he didn't deserve to be here?
Did I tell you that?
No.
Where'd you get that from?
That's what I'm saying.
Where'd you get that from?
You're just throwing people under the bus, and it's not me.
I got it from I didn't get it directly from him, but I got it from like everyone in the house.
I hate that everyone always says that I say that shit.
Beth, you
and everyone says that stuff.
Beth,
everyone says that kind of stuff. Everyone said that about her.
Beth, the thing is, you throw people under the bus, and I don't throw you under the bus.
I don't. That's my thing. Is I don't go to people and go, when it's their HOH and say this and this and this. I make my pitch and I leave.
I'm telling you, I didn't do that to you last week. I didn't tell Tara to put you up. I actually didn't. I just advocated for myself. You throw people under the bus. I watch you do.
How come Tara said that you came and told her all those bad things about me then?
I didn't.
Why did she say that?
I did not. I did not tell her to put you on the block. You can.
But you said you don't have to say put Beth on the block. You just say I don't do like this about Beth. I don't like this about Beth. I don't like this about Beth.
That's not what I did, Beth. I don't throw people under the bus.
You told me you did that.
You've never heard me throw anybody, and like you've never heard me do that all game. Why would I start?
You literally told me you did that.
I did not tell you that.
That you went to Tara and said all this stuff.
You make stuff up and you tell different stories, and then you get caught up in them. And that's what's been happening.
I hate that you do that.
I
hate that you just like confirm that I do that all the time. It doesn't even matter if I say no because it doesn't. Like you just are like no.
I don't know how to believe you. You just say different things all the time.
I am saying right now, moving forward next week, I don't really win things in this game. I've literally won one thing.
But you can.
And it is a literal guarantee that I take you to, and that story has never changed, ever.
How would I confirm?
I've even told Kiefer I'm not bringing him.
How could I ever confirm the story to ever have been true? I've never heard this all game until I'm hearing it right now when you're on the block. Last words.
I've always told you. I've always told him I'll backdoor Jed.
The problem is when people's narrative hasn't been consistent with you all game, and then it changes when they're on the block.
When has my narrative not been consistent with you all game?
Have you told me and Brayden you're taking us anywhere till you're sitting on the block right now?
Yeah.
I've never heard this story.
And I hate, that's what I said in the kitchen. I was like, I actually wish I was confirming all game that you were my number one. And that's some regret that I have.
Because
in my head, it was just like, dang, I thought we knew.
Why would I know?
I'm taking you to the end with me.
Because your actions, you pretty much said you'd put us up together and then one of us would go. How could you take us to the end if one of us goes home?
If I went HOH this week?
During Tara's HOH, you suggested two of us going up and that one of us would go home.
And then we backdoor Jet. And I said that to your face and defender.
And you said to him,
I said, hey, would you and Brayden want to go up? And if one of you win, Jed goes up.
And then you said to him that I could go home, and you told me that he could go home on Tara's HOH.
The plan was Brayden, and that's why I pulled Brayden Expedia and told him that was the truth.
How could we have a final three together if you're suggesting that two of us go up?
That's what I mean. After Tara's HOH, I've been like, I'm taking these two to final three with me.
That's a decision you made post Tara's HOH.
You've always been, you're coming with me. Brayden, I've always been unsure of.
See, I can't even follow this story. It doesn't make sense to me.
Okay, don't sit here and make me feel like shit. Everything I'm saying right now is lining up.
No, it's not. I'm not trying to make you feel like shit. I'm just being real with you as you are.
I'm being real with you.
How, Beth? You haven't been real with me since I can't remember.
Stop doing that. Everything I'm saying right now is straightforward. Stop just minimizing me like that.
I'm not minimizing you.
Yes, you are.
I'm telling you what I think based on what you're telling me.
I am allowed to come down here and pitch to you of what I think moving forward. And do not cut me off over and over and over again and make me look like less of a person. That's not okay. It's just not. I've been working with you this whole fucking game. And now you're saying this whole game, none of your actions have matched?
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
See, you don't own anything.
I didn't tell you this whole game.
It's just so brutal. Like, you're literally sending me out tomorrow, and you can't even...
I can't what? What, Beth?
Be real with me and even spend a fucking second with me.
I've
been playing this whole game with you.
I'm spending time with you right now.
Making me feel like shit. Yeah.
I'm not trying to make me feel... You're campaigning to me and telling me things, and I'm telling you why. I'm giving
and
you
your stuff doesn't match up either.
What doesn't match up?
I hate that you literally won't own up that you went to Tara and said my name all week. I hate that you won't own up to that. It's actually driving me crazy.
Because that's not what I did.
You told me it was. You told Jed it was.
I didn't tell you that.
And it's just so gross that it's all me. I'm getting all the heat for him going home last week.
Who?
I'm getting all of it.
For who going home?
Me. I'm getting all the heat for Keith going on the block during Jed's. You've been part of a trio, too.
I didn't blame you for that. I said I had a role to play in that. I never blamed you for Keith going up. Obviously, I was in the room, and obviously...
I'm saying from everybody else. And you weren't touched this week when Brayden won HOH because you went to him, and I don't know what you did. Maybe you did nothing, love. But I'm just saying, you weren't touched this week, but you were in every room considering if Brayden goes home. And it's just me who's getting it.
Brayden...
And you know why? Because I own my stuff.
To be real, Beth, Brayden wasn't going home that week. He just wasn't.
Yes, I know. We went back and forth so many times, and the reasons you said for Brayden and the reasons you said for Jed were still there, whether or not he was staying.
You think
you put them in my head. So don't.
You think we went back and forth.
That's what I'm saying. You still put stuff in my head about him.
About him, about like what?
What? Everything we talked about for 5 days straight, love.
I've never wanted Brayden to go home at any point during this game.
Holy, that's bad.
When?
So you haven't been using him, sleeping in his bed,
No.
letting him do stuff for you in bed, things that you didn't agree with.
Like what?